Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Bridgerton Season 3 will have more book changes than ever before, and that's a good thing. Bridgerton Season 2 changed some characters' stories greatly, hinting at how Season 3 might be the one to distance itself the most from the book. Seasons 1 and 2 of Netflix's Bridgerton included multiple original stories and many changes from Julia Quinn's novels, but Bridgerton Season 3's story can make the upcoming season the most divergent from the books to date. Although Quinn's books usually follow the story of one Bridgerton sibling's quest to find true love, the show has deviated away from this structure in order to develop other characters and introduce their own unique storylines. Bridgerton Season 1 hinted at Anthony's burden of carrying the Bridgerton name, as all he worried about was sullying his family's legacy and making the wrong choices. Similarly, Bridgerton Season 2 often hinted at Colin's wish to find his purpose, and a big story in the fourth Bridgerton book, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, has Colin's jealousy of Penelope's work as Lady Whistledown at the forefront because he doesn't know what's his purpose. However, while these might be relatively minor changes, working as a preview of their main plots, some storylines already delivered their protagonists to a much different situation than where they're supposed to be by the beginning of their seasons. Bridgerton Season 2's revelation that Anthony had paid for Benedict's spot at the Academy already hindered Benedict's belief in himself as an artist, which led to his ending scene showing Benedict abandoning his art studio and supplies. While this development might be beneficial to his story, as in his book it's his love interest Sophie who helps Benedict share his art, the timing is not. With Colin's story taking precedence and hinting at a probable time jump, like in the book, Benedict's role in it will have to be changed entirely, since he was already married to Sophie and helping his love-searching siblings in Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Similarly, Penelope and Alois's fight, following Alois's discovery of her friend being behind Lady Whistledown's pamphlets, leaves the two at odds. While Alois was also less present in Penelope's life in Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, since she was writing secret letters to Sir Philip, she wasn't furious with her to the point of not wanting to have anything to do with Penelope. The reason behind their fight might even make Alois more vehemently opposed to Penelope and Colin's courtship, and not out of fear of being left alone like in the books, but because of what she viewed as Penelope's betrayal. Phoebe Doniver's Daphne being absent from Bridgerton Season 3 could potentially contribute to the differences between the adaptation and Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Albeit not central to the story after The Duke and I, Daphne often returns to help her siblings and offer wisdom, and Colin himself goes to her in the fourth Bridgerton book to ask for her advice regarding how to know if you love somebody or not. Her improbable return as Daphne might let Bridgerton focus on other characters whose stories have been ignored until now, like Francesca, who may also end up helping Colin along the way. Bridgerton Season 3 changing Romancing Mr. Bridgerton's story can build upon the changes already introduced in Seasons 1 and 2, making the series better by keeping the story new and fresh. After all, while the central couple's story in Bridgerton Seasons 1 and 2 closely resembled the books, it also benefited from Queen Charlotte's meddling and making matters more challenging, offering another perspective that didn't focus entirely on the Bridgertons and the Bassets in Season 1 and the Sharmas in Season 2. The original character Theo Sharp made it possible for Bridgerton to show a different side of Alois, which would have stayed hidden till her story. The focus on Genevieve Delacroix's job not only highlighted how different classes lived in the Bridgertons' world, something rarely hinted at by the Bridgerton books, but also offered some insight into Penelope's distribution process of Lady Whistledown's pamphlets, which was only unveiled later on in Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Focusing on two female entrepreneurs and embedding an original character such as Genevieve closely into the protagonists' stories bettered Bridgerton by keeping the story updated for the viewers who already knew what would have happened from the books, but also for those who didn't, as telling multiple stories could avoid the risk of a single couple focus stifling the story. The Bridgerton books, strongly belonging to the romance genre, made the story in the novels exclusively focus on each couple, which couldn't work for an ensemble TV show like Bridgerton. By letting its characters' stories progress organically over multiple seasons, Bridgerton keeps the viewer's focus on all of them, working towards the show's enjoyability by telling stories encompassing different genres besides romance. While this structure causes the stories of some characters to start earlier or later than how it would have happened in the Bridgerton books, it eventually ends up enriching the story, making it work perfectly for a TV show. If you like the video, Don't forget to like, comment, and share.